Yeah, hi. My house is on fire. You know what? Just, take your time.
Hello? Hello? Who is this?
You did not actually tell him that, did you?
Of course I did. Someone needed to tell him.
Do you think that was the Virian Onyx?
The what now?
You know, the demon in the woods?
Oh, so we're telling bookie stories now.
I'm being serious. There's an old tale about a monster that lives in the woods out here.
You're joking.
If you get lost in the woods out there, he'll find you, and he'll scratch until he draws blood. I've heard that when he scratches you, you'll turn into a Virion Onyx too, releasing him of his curse. Apparently, he gets inside your head to claim you as his target. Once you're his target, then his real hunt begins.
You've got a sick sense of humor.
All I'm saying is, you won't catch me out there at night.
That's weird. How'd that happen? We're just sitting here.
Honestly, I have no idea. I guess I'll go outside and see if I can see what's going on.
Don't let the monster get you.
Ha ha, very funny.
Jane, you're so not funny. You know that, right? Okay, I'll play along. But just a reminder, you have a sick sense of humor. Ugh. Oh no! She's not here. Where could she possibly be? Jane? This isn't funny anymore. I'm serious. What? Jane?
Ooh, it's cold out there. Looks like I fixed the lights though. You're welcome. What?
Oh, nothing. I think I'm just tired.
Oh, well wake up. The movie hasn't even started yet. I'll get the popcorn.
Can you hand me my room express? I can't find mine.
I bet you.
My bad, girl. You're not gonna believe what I found.
Do not be messing with her stuff.
Girl, look though. No, we're not doing that.
Why not?
Because I'm not bringing that bad energy in here. I'm not doing that.
believe in this stuff though.
Well, I don't. I just don't want it in my dorm.
Then let's go do somewhere else. Come on.
No.
Come on, just prove it's a game. Come on.
Okay, fine, but only once.
Bet.
Are you sure about this?
Are you scared?
Girl, I'm not scared.
Okay. Hello, spirits. Would there be anyone that would like to contact us?
I told you this was ridiculous. This is just bullshit. Let's just go.
Well, I mean, at least we tried.
Okay, well, this is lame, so let's go back to the dorm.
Okay.
What's a drink? Where do you live, man? I'll drive you home.
It wasn't real. It wasn't real. You're okay. Oh my god.
What's wrong?
I swear I just saw you floating.
It was so scary like this. We have to play it.
No, I'm good. It was just a nightmare. Could you please go get me some water? Okay, thank you. Okay? No, nothing is okay. Nothing is okay. The love of my life is dead. And I finally get to be alone and say goodbye to him. And his mom ruins everything. Someone has hacked his Instagram account and is pretending to be him from beyond the grave.
What do you mean someone is messaging you through his account?
Exactly what I said.
Let me see the messages. They can't be that bad. What do you mean? There's nothing here, Em.
What do you mean?
There's nothing here. It's just a blank screen.
What do you mean? How can you not see them?
You ready for this next? Oh my gosh.
Hi, hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm okay. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay, I just want to check up on you. I know it's hard to do. Yeah, I'm okay. Good. Yeah.
Hey, Em, that was really a nice picture you posted of Damien. Really captured who he was as a person.
What picture?
The one on Damien's Instagram? Did you not post that?
Oh, no, I did. I forgot. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to class now. How about lunch?
Sure. Okay.
What made you decide to post this picture of Dorian?
I did not post that picture. I did not post that disgusting picture of him. Whoever is pretending to be him did.
Disgusting? What part of this picture is disgusting?
All of it, don't you see?
Em, are we looking at the same picture? Because the picture I saw was exactly how Dorian looked before he died.
No, don't you see all the cracks in the dirt?
Cracks?
That's not Dorian.
Like butt cracks?
Oh my God, Basil, can you just pull yourself together for once and take something serious? God.
I should take your phone. That way you won't have to look at the picture.
Fine, just take it from me. I don't want to see it anymore.
Sweetheart, there's a package for you at the door.
Who's it from?
I think your cousin Basil. It's really nice of him to send you something from his trip.
Yeah. Yeah, but not like this. Not like this, Dorian. Like, this is crazy. You're killing people. This is not the Dorian I know. This isn't the Dorian I love and who loves me. You have got to go. This isn't right. This isn't right. Watch me.
This is an emergency broadcast issued at the request of local authorities. A shelter-in-place mandate is issued for the following counties: Giles County, Montgomery County, Pulaski County, until 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 2:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, an unoccupied vehicle was discovered along Manhattan 41 with no driver found at the scene. The vehicle was not damaged in any way, and authorities are reporting unusual circumstances surrounding the incident. Locals have sent in reports of unusual presences along Manhattan 41, as well as strange silhouettes in the surrounding woods. Manhattan 41 is a deserted road and has been blocked off by dispatch due to these reports. Do not travel along Manhattan 41 or its surrounding roads. There are no signs, no homes, and no help for you there. If traveling along manhangers surrounding roads, be vigilant. If you see movement alongside the road, do not stop. If you notice a figure just beyond your headlights, continue travel and do not stop. If you feel as though you are not alone, do not look to confirm it. This is an emergency broadcast issued at the request of local authorities. A shelter-in-place mandate is being extended until further notice. Authorities have confirmed that a body was found near the site of the abandoned vehicle. Though details remain scarce, the condition of the remains have been described as catastrophic. There were no skid marks, no shattered glass, no indication of a collision. Only the body. Officials cannot release the specifics, but what was discovered suggests this was no accident. The injuries...
It hurts. God, it hurts so much.
Television.
The pieces were meant to fit together.
Only seen on television.
Even now, it won't stop. It never stops.
For something only seen on television. No collision, no animal attack, and no human act of violence. Attempts were made to move the remains at 4:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. No reports were made public about what delayed the transport, but witnesses near the blocked off road claimed they saw the lights of emergency vehicles. Police and other responder communication was malfunctioning. Some on-site responders left immediately. The body was eventually removed.
But something was left behind.
At sunrise, tire tracks were discovered leading away from the scene. The same make and model as the vehicle found abandoned hours before. The dirt showed fresh movement, fresh weight. A driver who was no longer there, and yet, had driven away. Officials refused to comment. The road remained closed. Authorities remain unable to identify the remains. No missing persons reports match. No family has come forward. The body does not belong to anyone who should be here, and yet, the vehicle was his. The keys still in the ignition. The seat adjusted just right. The radio left on, whispering static to an empty road. If you watched the video, if you saw the driver, think carefully. At what point did you see him leave the car? At what point did he step away from the wheel? Or is he still there? Still gripping the wheel with white-knuckled hands. Still staring ahead, unblinking.
It hurts. Help me. Help. Get me out of here.
Still driving that same stretch of road, over and over, long after he should have reached his destination. comes, the road stretches on, the broadcast crackles in your ears. Are you sure you haven't been driving too long? Are you sure you remember where you were going? Are you sure you ever left? Because he didn't, and neither did the thing that took him. It was waiting for him just beyond the headlights. In the trees, in the silence, in the space between one breath and the next. And now, as you listen, it knows you're here too.
This is my friend Andrew, and I'm Jimmy. And along with our high school friend Carter, we hunt ghosts in the unknown. Editing's always been my least favorite part. And I know what you're thinking. Jim, that's where you get to go through the evidence that you've collected and decide what to put in the video, what to keep out. Well, the truth is, we've never collected any evidence from any of our ghost hunts. Not even once. Ghost hunts aren't all that we do. For example, we make a lot of short videos, but whether it be a ghost hunt, short video, it doesn't matter. It always inevitably ends up being about a demon. He's named Andrew from the Bible. And I'm Jimmy. We strike down Satan and worship Christ. Today's episode, World Peace. That's a clip from our limited series, the King James Version, which was a biblically accurate yet child-friendly rendition of the New Testament. And of course it featured, well, a demon. My favorite project that never got made due to technical difficulties like the sound not cooperating was Rimjob. It was basically an Edmund Fitzgerald fanfiction and Comer was having a nightmare.
Are we aboard the RMS Titanic?
No.
The Lusitania, perhaps?
No.
USS Arizona, rather.
Not that either.
My goodness. It's the goddamn Edmund Fitzgerald.
Carter was the line cook on the Edmund Fitzgerald. I really wish the audio had cooperated because I thought we had gold on our hands. Since the audio messed up on the original rim job, we figured we'd take another stab at it. However, this time the script called for me to fall down the steps. No matter what I told myself or tried to convince myself, I just could not make the fall look real enough to pass for the movie. I knew I was going to have to hire a stuntman. Someone who looked like me from a distance. Someone who could take a punch and stand right back up. Stay in the ring and stay in the fight. I knew I needed to hire a tough SOB to do it. And I thought Jody was my guy. The way he carried himself in the ring impressed me. He was knocked out on his feet at one point, but he stayed in the fight and he almost won. He came back. Jody looked like the toughest guy I'd ever seen from this internet boxing match. I had a feeling Jody was going to be the guy that I decided on as my stuntman, especially since he was the only candidate, but I still had to make him prove that he was tougher than me. After meeting with Jody, I went ahead and made the executive decision to go ahead and hire him to be my stuntman. It's safe to say we were all in on finally finishing the rim job. I'd even set aside some money to hire a dwarf that would fit conveniently inside the robot costume that I'd tailored. Mickey was that guy. All you had to do was put alcohol or nicotine in front of him and he was ready to roll. I discovered Mickey from a picture that his girlfriend had drawn of the two of them that had went viral on the internet. I'm sad to report, though, they're no longer dating. Even with all that, Rim Job 2 never got made. But despite our failures, it's back to the project at hand, the ghost hunt footage. As I was editing, paranormal things did begin happening, and I wondered to myself, could this possibly be the same demon that was haunting the house that we had just ghost hunted at? Was this the same demon that made Arnold Newberry into a horrible serial killer and forced him to carry out those heinous acts? Or was it just a playful little poltergeist? Perhaps it was something more sinister than either of the two. We had taken a weekend trip to Pigeon Forge to visit the Crime Museum, and they had some pretty neat exhibits, including Bundy's Volkswagen Beetle. When we visited the Crime Museum, I was weak in faith. Could that have caused me to have opened a window for Ted Bundy's evil spirit to latch itself onto me, so he could maybe carry out murders from beyond the grave? Ever since visiting there, I've had the unnatural and unresistible urge to be around pretty, young college girls. I gave in to the urges and went to their natural habitat, a bar. However, under the pressure, I clammed up and couldn't even speak to the bartender. I knew I was too fat to attract any of the girls to kill. I knew I needed to work on my confidence and lose some weight before I got serious about hunting. I now believe in taking care of myself in a balanced diet and rigorous exercise routine. I'm going to exercise this demon. I thought it might be helpful to record myself on day 1 of starting P90X so I could look back in 3 months and see my progress. I also knew I needed to keep hunting.
Hey, homegrown.
Are you talking to me?
Have a nice day, sir. Sorry for bothering you.
The demon desired young college girls. The only problem with that, I'm not attractive at all. Why wouldn't it have latched itself on to Carter? I figured if I couldn't attract them on my own, maybe the promise of $30 an hour to be in Rim Job would, and we could finally finish the project and kill 2 birds with 1 stone, if you get what I'm saying. I even tried my luck on online dating sites, although I can't say that they were any more successful. Even if I did attract someone and had them vulnerable enough to kill, could I go through with it? There are still several barriers left to be crossed. I recorded this for my online dating apps. Hey ladies, just kind of putting myself out there. I am currently single and searching for my potential match. I'm not like every other guy. You can say that I'm looking for something much more serious. Something much more long-term than a normal guy. But that doesn't mean that I don't know how to have fun, that I don't like to have fun. I do a couple of impressions. One's Marge Simpson from The Simpsons. Homer, Bart, Lisa! Alright, you can be honest. Was that video enough for me to finally attract a victim? Maybe. I think maybe. Maybe not. But I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, you're not possessed. You don't even look like it. Oh, yeah? And watch as I morph my face into something much more evil! Don't ever judge a book by its cover. If I'd told you I was once in a Civil War reenactment, you would have assumed which side I fought for. But you probably would have been wrong. This parasite will likely starve to death and rot inside of me since it chose an unworthy vessel to possess. Am I going to give up on trying to find a female victim? No. You'll catch me lurking in the shadows outside of your apartment. Maybe even swiping right on a dating app. You might even see me eyeballing you from across the bar. Am I even possessed, you still might ask? What demon was it, Bundy or Newberry? Well, I guess you'll just have to check our most recent upload to find out. This confession has meant nothing.
Hi. My name is Khalil Mason, and I am a victim of a traumatic event. And the therapist thinks that videos, just talking it out, kind of might help, since I won't really talk to her. So stupid. I'm a private investigator. My own company, Mason Private Investigations. Yeah, real amazing title, I know. My father died about 7 years ago, and I was never the same with it. I went on a bit of a crash out and ruined any chance I had of being a police detective. Now I'm here, a private investigator. There was a case. The case... The case, it was a murder, very similar to my father's. It was the use of a branding iron to practically erase all skin. Teeth were knocked out, so dental couldn't be recovered. Tongues were removed, I assume for some form of torture. It was a hard case to work, and the man, Martin Sturgis, was identified because his foreskin was unaffected by the iron branding. I investigated, and my investigations led me to discover this organization. It's some sort of aristocratic society. They call themselves the Coven of Painted Faces, and they worship some woman known as the Painted Lady as their idol. That was as far as I could get, but this society was dating all the way back to the founding of this city, and all types of women, children, homeless individuals went missing. Some were found with bruises, cuts, lashes. It was as if they were made to fight each other. I guess, I don't know, rich people are weird. I continued to investigate this organization until I found a name of the deputy district attorney. And I confronted him where I simply told him to sit down and just listen to what I had to say. And I read from all the files that my father had. I kept them hidden after he died. I didn't really want to see them, but turned out it would be very instrumental into this case. And I was right. I was so right. Every politician in New York City, every single one of them, are members of this cult at this point. It's politicians, it's teachers, educators, it's actors, it's actresses, it's even police officers. It just runs deep. And I investigated, and next thing you know, I'm attacked by at least 4 individuals, stronger than anyone I've ever encountered in my entire life. And that's when that's when I woke up, and I was tied to a chair, barbed wire, rope, both encapsulating my body, and I also couldn't move. It wasn't just because I was restrained. It was some sort of drug that they created themselves. It was it paralyzed my body, but my nerves sorry. I still have lingering effects from it, but it made my nerves way more sensitive, so my body was sensitive to pain. And they wanted to know everything I knew, and I refused to tell them, you're not getting shit from me. And next thing you know, I'm being beaten. I'm having I'm beat everywhere on my body except on my face. They say to prevent a concussion, and I was waterboarded while also being electroshocked. It's too much. And I was lobotomized. I had needles in my brain. They were forcing me to reveal information, and while it was happening, they were humming this melody. It was I'm not an adept singer, but that's what happened, and they tried to leave me there to rot. And I was found by my two friends that are detectives for the NYPD, Kevin Castle, Donovan Holt, friends of mine since grade school, really. And we all wanted to... I'm getting sidetracked here. I was found by them, and I was just saved. And I just... It just made me think, is this what you went, is this what my dad went through? I really thought that I could handle it, and I went on this case on my own, and it backfired. And then everything happened. It was... I know men aren't supposed to cry, but it's a lot. And no. You should be done with me. You should be...